Hello and welcome to On the Red Couch with Jeannie, and I'm Jeannie. I am here today with Diane Kuczr, who is the creative director and the original founder of Tractr jeans. And Diane, I want to preface that when we met, you know, my history, my background, the way I began my career, you know, over 2 decades ago. Denim was always my background.
Exactly.
So when I was considering a denim brand, I really was very, very careful, who I partnered with.
Right.
And when we met, not only was I impressed by the level of product at Tractr jeans, and I've never seen a company execute a jean so beautifully in such a premium way under $100 price tag.
Thank you.
And besides that, I wanted to say that I just fell head over heels over you. Your personality, your perspective,
You're so sweet.
Your disposition in the industry and in life. You're just a pleasure to work
And the
with.
same here. I fell in love with your personality. There's no one like you, Jeannie.
So, I'm particularly excited because we are at the stage of rebuilding Tractr. Tractr was launched in 1998, right?
96.
Am I right?
Yep.
96. Oh my goodness, off by 2 years, but long time ago. And in the time span, it's like dog years, fashion years,
Yes,
right? So
yes.
you go through many ebbs and flows.
Exactly.
And you took a little time off. You had a family.
Yes,
you came
yes,
back.
I did.
Tractr jeans also has a girls division that is the #1 player on the girls market. So
Exactly.
we are looking to mirror that success. So take me way back to when you first launched the brand. Tell me what inspired you to launch the Tractr jeans brand.
So when I first started, there was a big workwear trend going on. So we decided to create a women's workwear, and people thought we were crazy. Painter pants for women, but we made it into a women's cut, and we took a trip around the country, went to all the department stores, got not one order. We came back, it was holiday time, everybody took vacation, and we got calls, orders are being faxed in. So back then there were fax, there was no computers. Orders are coming in, what's going on?
Oh my God, remember the fax machine.
We grew the business. It became a trend. We were in Urban Outfitters. We were everywhere. It was nice. It was nice.
Wow. So is your background
So
denim? Like, what was your background
So
when you conceptualized?
when I left school, I went to a leather company, Vaco Leather. I think you're familiar with that, right?
Yes.
And so I learned pattern making there. I really wanted to learn how to be the architect of creating clothing so that I could design it properly. Because if you don't know how it's getting made or how to design it,
That's right.
you don't know what you're getting. So that was painstaking. It was not my favorite thing to do, but I learned a lot. And from there I went to a men's workwear, which is where we started that carpenter trend. And the owner, we did such a great job for him that he said, "You're fired," because he was a licensee. He became a licensee. He didn't need to manufacture anymore. And he offered us, my partner and I, to be the licensees for his brand, and we said no thank you. So we started our own brand, and here we are today.
Wow.
Yeah.
So are we going to see, the burning question comes to mind, are we going to see a painter pant going forward in your line? I mean, is that a consistent signature
back
piece?
Again. It is back again, and we do have some utility looks in the line, absolutely.
Okay.
And that whole grunge look is coming back, grungy washes, think Abercrombie 2000, all the rips, the tears. Nicely done.
Are you taking us into fall now?
Yes.
Is that your vision?
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Okay.
Yes. And so you have that, but then you also have the opposite. You have the foil, the glam, the glitz. So you have a little bit of everything.
So the foil, the glam, the glitz, I saw some pieces
Yes.
and they were just spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure, I will be dancing on some tables
Yes.
wearing those iridescent jeans.
Well, you will be,
But
because
tell
they're
me-
stretch. They're stretch.
That's right. So I can eat as much as I want
Yes,
and
you
still
can,
dance on
yeah,
tables
you can-
and not
You
split
can
my
be
pants.
a rockette.
Yes, that is always my plan. Work hard and play hard. Are we seeing glitz and glam come back for
Yes.
daytime? Is it like a nighttime exclusive?
Oh, no, it's actually year-round now. Sort of a Western kind of influence that's coming back. Think Dixie Chicks. So it's like feminine, but it's glitzy too. It's a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you say are, if we're talking about fall, which is by the way, launching at Coterie this coming
Yes.
week, which I'm so excited. What are your top 3 styles, like you say, that are must-have for every girl?
So there's the thrifty trend. So thrift shop looks. I'm sure you probably saw a little bit of this. Anything that looks like homemade. So there's some patchwork fitted flares that we have, some reworked, redone items that kind of look vintagey.
Nice.
That's a trend. And a wide cuff, a wide leg, wide cuff with some selvage details also is big. There's and the glam. We have a pinstriped rhinestone.
Oh my God, wait till you guys see this, Jean. It is like TDF. It's outrageous. It's like pinstripe, but instead of the stripes, there's actually stones. And these stones are gorgeous.
Yes.
These are like bling.
Beautiful. And they're tonal, so it's not like these crazy silver stripes. It's tonal.
Right.
So,
And the way to tone it down is obviously to wear it with something like very simple if you're going out in the daytime, to make it wearable all the time.
A nice tee. Absolutely.
Right, exactly.
Blazer.
You create your own occasion, as they say.
Exactly.
Recently we've gotten into some other categories also, which is so exciting. When we launched our spring season, dresses and skirts were among the number 1 selling pieces, including some incredible corset tops to go back with the skirts. Are we going to be seeing that going forward from you?
Yes. In fact, we have an entire stretch velvet collection with dresses, 3-piece suits, all made out of wonderful stretch velvet that kind of, fits everyone.
Wow.
It seems like.
So we are venturing out.
Yes.
We are venturing out of necessarily like the box of
Yes,
denim.
because that's what people want. They want new looks. They're, a pair of jeans can only go so far, right?
Right.
So
and everything goes with denim, to be honest with you.
True.
Because it's in my roots and because I love the denim fabric so much, I actually merchandise like my own self with denim. Everything has denim. So if I'm wearing a dress, I love to throw it on with a denim vest. Even the dressiest of dresses in my closet, like I love to take it, even the velvet dress, and just throw it on with a denim vest. And it's like a look with cowboy boots, it's all in the way you style it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I hear what you're saying. So tell me about like your creative process. How do you go about, because you are incredibly creative. The pieces that show up on that line, some of it is just so special. So tell me about like what inspires you in your process.
Just everything. It could be news. It could be museums. It could be, going to, the dollar store, anywhere. It's just you pick up pieces from everywhere and you do a ton of research to the point where you're exhausted, and then you have to kind of set it down and you go away and then you review and you can't start pulling stuff together. It's a lot. The most of the work is weeding out the junk, but there's just so much research that's involved, and a successful line is how you pare it down,
right,
and what you're left with.
You know what? Something that you touched upon something very important. Something that I think that everybody really truly forgets these days, because we have an overabundance of everything. I mean, I'm from the USSR, so everything was scarce. I mean, not that I really grew up there, but I mean, I grew up with that mentality.
My parents too.
Right?
From
exactly.
Poland.
You're also, your roots are immigrant roots, and
everyone's starving everywhere.
Right.
Why are you throwing out food?
Exactly. Oh my God, my mother collects like boxes of everything that I use. She's like, oh my God, but that box, it's so beautiful. You can't throw it out. But I think that's something to be said for that, because
Yeah.
you really appreciate everything so much
Exactly.
more. And I think we're
Exactly.
living in a society that really doesn't, lost appreciation for everything.
Yeah.
And one of those things is, it's clothing, because everything is available at every price, at every level. And
Exactly.
we really need to bring back the attention to the workmanship, to the to the artisan quality of the
Yeah.
product. So, Tractr jeans has a very unique formula. The fabric, as I mentioned, is absolutely premium. Diane is a master of fits, and your jeans, honestly, I have never looked so fabulous. It pulls in and pulls up all the right things.
Yes.
And somehow you're able to do it at an incredibly affordable price point, and
Yeah.
it's important to make it accessible, and that is the
We
message.
have a few
How do you
different-
do that?
Well, we have a few different factories, so some are smaller than others, and the smaller ones are, where we can turn like a speedboat instead of a steamship. So we can kind of pivot and capture trends and produce rather quickly, rather than the larger factories which need huge lead times and they're for much larger orders. So that's how we kind of are able to catch a trend
Right.
and bring it to our customers
Right.
faster.
And it's important to note, actually, that the Tractr is partnered with they own their
Right.
factories, which I
Right.
think is very, very important. So with the standards of the factory and the
So-
relationships, which makes
Exactly.
everything feasible.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you want the Tractr brand to go now that you're back at the reins and full force, and the line is flourishing, and and it's doing so incredible at retail. I mean, we just started shipping spring, and I have to
Yes,
tell you, my
yes.
phone has not stopped ringing, especially
Amazing.
for your satin
I'm so
jean.
happy to
I
hear
mean,
that. I know.
the embossed jean, we have this unbelievable jean that we shipped for spring. It's
Yeah.
embossed with this floral, so it's like a tapestry. It's actually woven into the jean. That jean is like literally sold out. I tried to fill, like the umpteenth reorder, and we're sold out.
I didn't
before
even
we
get a pair of
finish delivering.
production.
Yeah, what?
I didn't get one either.
Call the presses. And then the satin, jean.
Yes.
Also, so what do you want for the brand?
I think we're ready for department stores to some extent. I feel like we produce a product that is a great price range for the quality. And we're stylish in a contemporary fit. You have high end and you have junior, but there's not much in between for that, great price point and also amazing quality, which is what
That's
we strive,
right.
and a great fit. I mean, those are the three things we strive for: price, quality, fit. Right?
Magic.
That's the secret
Magic.
formula, right?
I also wanted to ask you about, like, and you touched upon it, but who is the girl, like, when you're looking, for your next designs and who you're dressing? Do you have like a particular, like, who is in your mind? Who are you dressing?
It changes every season. It changes every season. Sometimes it's my own daughter, who's 8.
It's every woman.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll see a campaign that inspires me from someone else. It keeps changing. It's not one particular look, but it's an inclusive look, and we try to have something for everyone, and not be narrow.
Well, that's something that's really interesting. I always
We even
find
do plus sizing, for some accounts.
which is such
an
important market now.
To plus.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Embrace your curves and include all the different sizing.
Exactly.
But
everyone can look great in Tractr.
Absolutely. And I find that we're appealing to, like you said, like the super contemporary stores, and then also like the mainstream stores. So, really the woman is a modern contemporary woman. It's like really doesn't matter her age. Or her size, and everything again has stretch, so it's not only gorgeous,
Exactly.
fabrics and fabulous styling, but it's also very comfortable, and you feel really good in the
And
product.
she's strong. She's a strong woman. She's active. She wants everything.
She
out
does
of
it
life.
all, like
Yes.
you. Like you, running a denim brand, family with 2 kids, a household,
Right. It's a juggling act, right? You know it.
we accomplish the impossible, and somehow you always have a smile through it all, which is so
you
important.
have to, right? fake it until you make it.
Oh, but yours is genuine. Yours is genuine and authentic, and you know,
thank
it's
you.
clear, you know. But
and you have to. I enjoy it. That's
right.
when you love what you do, it's successful.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Usually.
Yeah, you know what they say. You know, to really be good at something, you really have to love what you do, and especially with the difficult business like the fashion business, that
it's not for everyone.
It's
right?
not for the faint of heart. I always say it's you know, it's really for the most resilient and passionate.
There's always a catastrophe. There's always an emergency. There's always
just like now, like to the show, we're overnighting hangers immediately now, yesterday. Anyway, thank you so much, Diane, for joining us.
Thank you, Jeannie.
I'm
so happy we have you, and we're gonna do great things together.
Yes,
right?
We already have moved some mountains, and we're going to continue to move mountains. You know, as a strong women of action that we are.
Exactly. And we can't wait to show you fall 2024.
Yes. See you at Coterie, which is going to be the huge launch of Tractr for fall. Thank you so much for joining me on the Red Couch with Jeannie series, and we'll see you next time for more fun.
Bye.